This is the legendary Huawei phone. The Huawei P40 is a compact, fast camera phone released in 2020. Let's find out if it's still worth buying. I've been testing this phone for over 20 hours across a week, being my secondary device. I'll rate this phone out of 10 based on 10 criterias, and each one of them represents 1 point. The design of this phone is minimalistic. I have mine in black, and I think it looks okay, but of course, looks are subjective. My rating is half a point, but of course for you it can be 0 or 1. Let's continue with the form factor of this device, which is a compact device. In my hands it looks small and I have no problems using it with only one hand. The display is a little bit over 6 inches and I consider it a small phone. Because it's a compact phone but yet it still has flagship features, I will give it 1 point. The build quality of this device is premium because it's a flagship device. It has glass on the front and on the back and an aluminum frame. I'll give it 1 point. The display is a 6.1 inch OLED Full HD Plus display at 60 Hz. It's bright, it has good viewing angles, but it's only 60 Hz, so the animations and the navigation in the system will not look so smooth. That's why I'm giving it only half a point. The battery life and the charging speed. It has a 3800 mAh battery which charges at 22.5 watts Huawei Supercharge. It has no wireless charging out of the box, but you can buy a case to enable that feature. I have a video about that. In my usage scenario, which is normal usage without gaming, I had 6-7 hours of screen on time on 5G mobile data. I think the charging is kinda slow for a Huawei phone, and not having wireless charging is a deal breaker for me, so I'm giving it only half a point. And the cameras of this device, it's a Huawei, so yeah, cameras are great. We have an amazing 50 megapixel camera on the back which takes amazing pictures, so crisp, and the colors look great. We also have a 8 megapixel 3x telephoto camera which takes surprisingly good pictures. We have a decent 16 megapixel ultra wide camera also, and the video quality is also decent, or even good. On the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie camera and a time of flight 3D sensor which helps for secure face recognition. I have no complaints about the cameras, I think they are great, so I'm giving it a point. Now the software on this device is EmotionUI 12 globally based on Android 10, and in China you have HarmonyOS 4.2 which is the latest HarmonyOS version at the moment. The latest update was in April 2024, but yeah, I think the software support is over for the P40 series unfortunately. However, the device still supports most apps. Of course it doesn't have Google services, but you can use Gbox, not micro G, because that's only for EmotionUI 14.2. But yeah, because it's out of software support, I'm going to give it only half a point. The next criteria is connectivity and performance. It uses a Kirin 995G processor and I have no complaints about the performance. It opens apps fast and gaming is also decent on this device. So a whole point, no complaints. And now the last criteria is features and price. I appreciate that Huawei included the 3D time of flight sensor on the front, even on the base model flagship phone in the P40 series. Using that sensor, you can control the phone without touching it. You can scroll, take a screenshot, make the phone turn on when you look at it. It's so cool. You can buy this device used for 100, 150, 200 euros. So yeah, 1 point for that. And in total we have 8 out of 10 points, so I rate this phone 8 out of 10. Is it still worth buying as a main phone? In my opinion, you should think about that because it's out of software support, it only has a 60 Hz display, but on the other hand, it's the last compact Huawei flagship phone. It has a good set of cameras, it has good battery